Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat. So, I'm just chilling right here because I'm getting ready to do a reading. So I'm kind of setting things up. I got a sage. I got to do all kind of stuff, right? So then I start hearing Chica getting, like how she does. So I look out there and it's a teenager and he has a little black dog. Looks a little bit like Chica. It's a black dog. It's probably a mixed dog, just like Chica or something. And I noticed that he was walking it with it was like a fluorescent. It's like a training thing what he has. Maybe I shouldn't have said that to him because what happened was like he had one of those it was like a regular leash, maybe like a 5 foot leash, and it was fluorescent orange, and that was connected to one of those long metal wire things. So those metal wire things that people, when they do that twist screw into the ground and then they hook the dog onto that and then they hook that so the dog can't go. So I was thinking, I was like, oh, does he like to walk the dog on I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if he likes to walk the dog on a long leash. That's why he has it like that. So I said, hey, I said, you can go to Walmart and get like a 50-yard rope for like $5 if you like to walk your dog on on a long leash. And what's funny is he's like, oh, okay, like he didn't want to look. He was like scared or something. I'm not trying to be scary to nobody, but listen to this, and that's funny because when I saw that I was like, okay. I was just trying to be nice, because I know this town, not everybody got a lot of money here. Don't play. Don't play. But, I was just trying to tell him a way to save money. Even me, I'm trying to find ways to save money all the time. If you're not, you're stupid. You know what I mean? So I told him the little trick. You can go to Walmart, you can get like 50 yards for like $5. Well, $5, or maybe it's cheaper than what he was holding. Maybe 5, 6, 7. I don't know, because you know how the price is. Who knows now? Because I've had this for a while. So, and when I got it, it was like about what, 5 and change probably, you know. But yeah, it was like he didn't want to look, or like he was nervous or something. And then that day that I saw that weird lady go by with her friend, she had a stick, like for protection, I think, whatever. Take that stick from you, bitch. anyways. And so she had her stick right there. And then, of course, my dogs, they barking at people who go by. And she's like, stop, to him. And I'm like, they're on leashes. And she's like, all right. And you know what? They didn't look my way either. Like, they didn't want to have eye contact. It's probably better you don't. People in my life that I have met, that I've had good conversations with and eye contact with, they're in my life because I see that they're good people. Yeah. I can tell. It takes a minute. It takes a minute after a little conversation because we got really good actors out here, right? But eventually I figure them out, So I think people are scared. You know what? I'm good with that. If that's the case, I am good with that. Because that means that no one will bother me. Then no one will bother me. Try to come up and talking to me. And no, I don't know. I'm not interested. Anyways, you know what I mean? I got my own shit going on. This town has nothing to do with my life, except that my house is here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dealing with a bunch of corrupt politicians and law enforcement. That's it. But for anyone else, I'm not interested. You know, I'll be nice if somebody, I'm gonna be cordial to everybody, of course. Unless they give me some kind of weird vibe, I'm gonna give that shit right back. I'm gonna give it right back. Tenfold. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, if somebody comes and talks to me, I'm gonna be cool with them. I have no reason not to be until they give me a reason, right? That's like normal. This is nothing new, right? Right, you guys? This is nothing new. You treat people the way you want to be treated. So, if you're cool and you're nice, whatever, I'll be cool and nice too. It's okay. So I have noticed that. And, I'm going to be honest with you. It makes me feel good now. I feel good. I don't have to bother with these, And the weirdos that do kind of look and leer, I see you, bitches. I see you, bitches. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I'll throw it right back. It's okay. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that, because I thought it was strange. And then you know what? The other day, I seen a pack of kids out there, dogs were barking. And I'm like, man, these dogs, and I was like, oh, you know what? I have candies. I'm going to see if I'm going to give them a bag of candy that I have that I know I'm not going to eat, because I bought 2 bags of Lifesavers, the individually wrapped. One was like minty and one was fruit flavor. And so I opened the fruit flavor first and I was like, I don't really like the fruit flavor. I like the minties. So I kind of just put it in a drawer right there. And then I saw those kids and I was like, oh, because I feel bad. I would feel bad to throw that whole bag away. And I saw those kids and they were all cool. They were very good, nice kids, on their bikes, just having a fun time. And I said, you guys think that you can share these? Do you guys want these? Because it was a whole bad lot and there was a lot of kids and they could share. One of them was scared. He was scared, like straight up scared. And he started riding away. He's all, don't take candy from strangers. You know what? He's right. He's right. That kid is right. 100%. But you can't be too much of a stranger when everyone knows where you live. But that kid was right. And I told them, I said, listen, he's right, but you guys can do whatever you feel. I said, you're really not going to hurt my feelings if you don't take them. I'm just offering. They took them. They were all right with it, And I have, even in the summertime, when it was like sweltering hot, I seen 2 kids walking around and I saw they were just, and I was like, hey, you guys want a popsicle? I gave them a popsicle. You know what I mean? They were cool about it, I would never hurt a child. If anything, I'm here to friggin' protect them. Hell yeah. Crazy? I'm here to protect the children around here. I'm not here to hurt them. Yeah. These people got it fucking backwards. I'm freaking scared for them. Especially how corrupt it is here. And then that shit that happened at the school where there was like a kid over there and I guess he said there was a bomb or something like that. And they made a big ordeal about it. They never found a bomb. They never found anything like that. They automatically are calling him a terrorist. No investigation, no checking into the trauma of the child. Children always lash out and they say things they don't mean. So automatically they told that kid it's a terrorist. There was not even a weapon, nothing. I could understand if they did find something, but they just labeled him as a terrorist right away, ruined his life right away without doing an investigation. How do we know that school wasn't doing something to him? How do we know someone there wasn't doing something to him? How do we know that kid wasn't being bullied? We don't, because they don't do investigations. Straight up ruin that kid's life without proper investigation. Due process, right? Without due process, without figuring out the whole story. You know why, too? Because it was like around December 17th, too close to Christmas. They didn't want to worry themselves about it. Nah. Just lock that kid up and let's move on with our lives. Yup. I care about the kids around here. And I care about the good people around here. But I don't give a shit about the bad ones. And I know who they are. I know who they are. They think they're slick, but they're not. It's all good. You know, it's all good. Things just come out like here and there that I'll notice. And then that's also how I catch people lying too. People that I've spoken to. Yeah, that's how I catch their lies. Because I remember everything they've said. Yeah, like I don't need to record. But I do if I want evidence of things. Right? But when it comes to just regular old people around, I remember everything they say. Everything. And then later on, if there's something I don't notice and they say something, you know, people always get caught slipping and I always catch it. But that's, you know, that's good for me because now I know who not to talk to, which is basically no one. You know, so, but it's all good because I didn't move here because I wanted to be part of where I'm from. Ain't nobody know you're their neighbors. Everybody minds their own business, does their own thing. Nobody knows who lives here. No. We all had our own lives. And that's how it is for me over here. I just live here. That's it. That's it. But, you know, they try to play like this place is some sort of, I don't You guys, they should do like a reality show of this town. It would be hilarious, I'm sure. Anyways, I guess I just wanted to chit chat for a minute. And then I noticed that thing. And then as I'm talking to you guys, I'm also noticing other things, you know, talking it out. And yeah, I think people are afraid. Be afraid. Be very afraid. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching.